Hey there, welcome back to another review, this time for Mayhem, which came out last year, 2017. It's directed by Joe Lynch, who has directed quite a few films I liked. Wrong Turn 2, I think, is a pretty decent direct-to-video sequel. I like the first Wrong Turn more. It's definitely, to me, the last decent Wrong Turn movie. I thought he did some interesting things with some of the characters. You think it's one way, it's another, which I appreciated in Wrong Turn 2. He did Everly, which I reviewed on here. I like Everly. I think that's a pretty damn underrated action film starring Salma Hayek. Nice up and asked him. Did not like it all. And then he did this film, and this was pretty damn good. So I say Joe Lynch, he has a pretty damn decent batting average for me. And I definitely want to pick this up on DVD sometime. It's sort of the Velcro Experiment, but I would say, although I didn't mind the Velcro Experiment, I liked this film more than the Velcro Experiment. One of the things I was talking about in the Velcro Experiment was, this thing that making them kill each other. I get it, but I like here that it's a virus. I like that idea more, that they're stuck, and this virus sort of, your inner id is unleashed. I like that idea. I tell you, I just like that idea more. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. I like the lead guy here, Steven Yeun, who he's most famous from The Walking Dead, but I'm not really a Walking Dead guy. I saw the first season, wasn't impressed, so I didn't bother with any more. But Steven Yeun, he did a really good job. I didn't mind the guy in the Velcro Experiment, but here, I really liked him. He's at this firm of consulting, he's rising up, but he's still a decent guy. Like, he sees one guy yelling at this woman, and he shows the guy the phone. He's like, "You see this here? This is you cheating on your wife. You know how I got that? Because I googled small dick douche, and this came out. How about you leave her alone? Well, I'll show this to your wife for half of that half she'll get from the divorce." So I like that. He stands up for this girl from this asshole. I thought it had some fun lines of dialogue like that. Something gets pinned on him, he gets fucked over by the superior, he gets fired, but that's when this quarantine happens. And that's where the shit hits the fan. People go apeshit crazy. Steven Yeun kicks this one guy's ass, gets put in the basement, his friend tries to help him, he gets killed, he's locked up with this girl. They don't like each other, but then they grow to like each other and work together. And pretty much he wants to get to his bosses at the top floor. And that's the setup of the movie. I won't get more into spoilers, but I will say I liked the fast pace, 80-some minutes long. I thought a more satisfying ending than the Velcro Experiment, because the Velcro Experiment, I say it was a sequel bait ending, that's what it felt like, but it just felt like a okay, to be continued ending, or it just wasn't a satisfying ending. This had a much more satisfying ending. I thought I don't know, I thought it went at a more fluid pace. Like the Velcro Experiment, I thought it kind of lost some steam when it got to the middle of the second half. Here I thought it kept going at a fairly decent pace. There's some fun lines of dialogue, which I'll get to. There's the ending is pretty satisfying. There's some nice references, like Ricky Business, or Dave Matthews Band, among others. Steven Yeun, I thought, did a really good job. I thought the rest of the cast did fine, too. But Steven Yeun definitely surprised me in the movie. And this was just a fun, entertaining, at times funny, pretty bloody flick that I would have liked to have seen a bit more of Steven Yeun kick some ass. Be a little bit more physical with some assholes. It's a bit more action with him. A bit more mayhem in a movie called Mayhem. Because at least mayhem on these guys because they deserve it. Like maybe when he gets to the top floor, maybe he's got to take out these 5, 6 guys or 7 guys and then get to the boss. Like maybe these 5, 6 guys are going to protect the boss. and then they get fucked up, and then he gets to the boss. Maybe that. But overall, very entertaining film. I'm gonna get more into spoilers right now, or when I finish this drink. But I like that Steven Yeun fucks with the boss. He makes a phone call with another guy to fuck with the boss. They get geared up. I like the gearing up scene. Nice synthesizer score throughout the flick that you also hear at the end credits. I liked that. They fuck up these two security guards. Some of the lines I like. How about you? What was it? File that under N for not my fucking problem. Or the risky business line where it's like someone goes, sometimes you gotta say, what the fuck? And there is a bit in the movie, in the background, I hear someone say, fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you. I'm like, is that the line from Half Baked? In the background, I swear, I know, I'm sure of this. I hear someone say that. I kind of wish they had Steven Yeun say that. Fuck you, you're cool, and then fuck you, you're out, and then knocks him out. That would have been cool, but you do get some nice fights, like when they fight these five coworkers. I'm not going to get in all in depth in the fight scenes. At one point, Steve Yeun gets stabbed with these scissors, and then the lady that he's with saws this guy with his little, I don't know what you call it, sort of little saw. I'll just say that. And I thought the acting at points pretty decent between Steven Yeun and the girl. Well, after they deal with it, like this assistant destroyed this card and stabs this superior bitch with scissors. After that, there's some nice acting by Steven Yeun. There's references to the Dave Matthews Band because he's a big Dave Matthews fan, and she's saying they suck ass. He's like, hey, when this is over, I'll take you to a concert. They have sex, and you have Dave Matthews Band music playing with it. They go to this IT guy, who I think that is played by Joe Lynch himself, the IT guy. And they stole this woman's stuff on a computer, and they get the old woman to come down there. And Steven fights this guy. He's ready to get maced, and he makes the guy. Like, he's ready to mace Steven Yeun in the face, so he takes it in the mouth and spits it back in the other guy's face. Which I like that idea. Then gets a stab in the head. And then they actually go to show that when you get mace in the mouth, he's not happy either. He's trying to get the stuff out of his mouth. I like that. I thought it was an entertaining scene. I like this bit where he tends to fuck over the girl, but he unscrewed the stuff, and it's all a ploy and a play. When he makes his trip up to the elevator, and then at the end where he's given, there's temptation there. He always wanted to go to the top, and here's a chance to go to the top, but he says does the right choice. He dodges one girl who then makes her stab the other girl, punches the shit out of the boss in a fun fight, and does a fuck you punch, boom, knocks the boss out all the way to his death, Dread style, like the villain at the end of Dread. Just a knockout punch, knock him right the fuck over the rail. Gets the girl, they go out, the movie ends, boom, don't need any more. In, out, rinse, repeat. I thought this was an entertaining movie. Like I said, I think it's a fast-paced film. It's 87 minutes long. Yeah, I would like a bit more mayhem in a movie called Mayhem. Maybe a bit more Steven Yeun fighting. Maybe really, like, he gets this sort of staple gun. Maybe go to town on some guys with a staple gun. At one point he does shoot. I think he misses. I would really like him like hit some. Not a staple gun. It's a nail gun. That's what it's a nail gun. Not a staple gun. It's a nail gun. But him really shoot these guys with a nail gun. I think that would have been cool to see him really go down. Maybe it's a bit more battle scenes with some higher up guys. Other than that, I didn't really find much to complain about. But yeah, I thought I had a more satisfying ending to the Belko Experiment. I like the setup more. It doesn't bother me as much as it did in the Belko Experiment. And yeah, I don't mind the lead guy in the Belko Experiment, but Steven Yeun I liked a lot more. I thought it was a stronger lead, more interesting lead. But yeah, I really liked Mayhem. I will pick this up sometime on DVD. Yeah, Joe Lynch, I think he did another good flick on top of Everly and Wrong Turn 2, which I think are some underrated flicks. So, I'm not sure if this even got into theaters. I know the Belko Experiment did. I kind of wish this got more into theaters more than the Belko Experiment, but hey, what can you do? But either way, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you later. Bye bye.